Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Mike and I am super excited tonight to give you another edition of our Hot Seat Challenge. Tonight we have a newcomer with us. It's his first time ever on the show. I think he's really excited, maybe a little nervous. This can be a bit of a gauntlet. We'll see how it goes. Tonight with us we have Alan Kreisel. Alan, you are from Jacksonville, Florida, correct?
I am.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good. We're happy to have you. Are you drinking anything fun?
Yeah, actually it is called Clown Shoes Fruitorian. It's a fruited sour ale with raspberry and blood orange puree.
Ooh, very nice. I like Clown Shoes Brewing a lot. I get their beers. I've always found the biggest problem with Clown Shoes is they have these fantastic labels, but I can't get them off the can.
The label does look pretty cool.
Oh yeah, See, they have these nice colorful labels. Yeah. So I pretty much pick out my beers based on the labels. Tonight I have a from Pipeworks Brewing. They're out of Chicago, I believe. And they are, yes, Chicago. And this is called the Petrified Forest.
Ooh.
It is an Oak India Pale Ale. And I picked it because thematically I figured most people, their first time on the hot seat, they're maybe a little petrified.
Nice.
All right. Well, Alan, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself besides being from Jacksonville?
I enjoy trivia. I work for an insurance company during the day. Former Marine.
Oh, well, thank you for your service, sir. I'm a son of a Marine myself.
There you go.
Oh, and I see your flag in the background too. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you feeling? Are you ready for the hot seat? I know, like I said, this is your first time. This can be quite challenging.
I'm ready. I mean, I figured if I wasn't a little bit nervous, that would be actually worse, probably. But
that may be true. Yeah. For any of our listeners out there who have not listened to one of our hot seat episodes before, this is basically how it works. It's 45 minutes nonstop trivia questions. Alan is afforded one time out if he wants to take it, but otherwise it's just a battle of endurance. He's competing against himself. We do keep unofficial scores and we keep track of records across the several seasons and stuff like that. But overall, it's really just a chance to really test your brain and see how much you can endure that much trivia and see how it goes. So, Alan, if you are ready, we can jump right into this thing.
I am ready.
All right. Like I said, if you need a timeout at any point, just let me know.
Will do.
And we will go ahead and get started. The timer will start as soon as I finish your first question. Alan, which of these terms is used to refer to things that are suitable for either gender? Bisexual, unisex, or omnisex?
Unisex.
And unisex is a correct answer. What is a biscuit in ice hockey?
A puck.
It is the puck. Good job. You're 2 for 2. The Black Lotus card from which collectible card game was sold at auction for more than $27,000?
Magic the Gathering.
And Magic the Gathering is a correct answer. I have never personally played that, but
neither have I.
Well, it was a good pull nonetheless. Next question. In 2017, the top 3 selling automobiles in the U.S. were all what type of vehicle?
SUV?
Ooh, very close. They were actually pickup trucks. The Ford F-Series, the Chevy Silverado, and the GM Ram. Next question. Before they hit it big, the Beatles replaced band member Pete Best with whom?
George Harrison.
Close. Ringo Starr. Moving along, what is the actual color of the sun before the light enters the Earth's atmosphere?
White.
It is white. Good answer. To be honest, I just thought it was yellow. Shows you how much I know. Well done. Next question. Which American artist created a series of paintings referred to as, quote, black pourings?
Pollock.
And Jackson Pollock is a correct answer. Next question. In Chicago, you'll find a kitschy 26-foot-tall statue of what actress in a famous pose from one of her hit films?
I have no idea. Chicago. I don't even know. Pass.
Oh, I've been to Chicago and I have not seen the statue, and I kind of want to, but I've only been one time. Marilyn Monroe is the correct answer there.
Okay.
If I had to guess, it's probably of her with the skirt being pulled up from
Yeah.
when the subway goes through, but I honestly don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm intrigued. All right. Next question, Alan. While you might think of this for Jeremy Renner or Jennifer Lawrence, what Olympic sport did Gina Davis attempt to qualify for in 2000?
Archery.
And archery is a correct answer. Next question. Which of these retailers claim to be the most recognized name in plus-size clothing? Founders, DXL, or Lane Bryant?
Lane Bryant.
Lane Bryant is a correct answer. Aggies, Immies, Shooters, and Swirls is the title of a coffee table book devoted to what children's game?
Marbles.
Marbles is a correct answer. Well done. All right, next question. In preparation for hosting the 2008 Olympics, what country launched a campaign to stop public spitting?
Brazil. It's not right.
Good guess. It was actually China. I think was Brazil 2012?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I lose track of where they are, but yeah, it was China. All right, moving along here. The Flemings and the Walloons are the two predominant cultural groups of what country?
Belgium.
Belgium is a correct answer. Next question. Who invented cat's eyes reflective road studs in 1934 to improve road safety?
Invented them?
Who invented them? Good luck.
Yeah, pass on that one.
I was genuinely going to be amazed if you pulled this name. Percy Shaw apparently was their name.
Sure.
Yeah. Today I learned. I've never heard that name before, but thank you, Percy Shaw, for improving our road safety.
Yeah.
All right, Alan. Which BBC America sci-fi series saw Tatiana Maslany win an Emmy for portraying multiple clones, often on screen together?
I can't pull this. Pass.
I wouldn't have been able to pull it either. It was Orphan Black.
Okay.
I only know Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk, so
right.
definitely was not pulling that one. All righty. In the United States, the federal appeals courts are divided into 13 separate units called what?
Districts?
Ooh, close. Circuits. The circuit courts.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Which of the 6 Clue game suspects was, quote, killed off in 2016 to make room for Dr. Orchid, a biologist who knows a lot about poison?
Good. Professor Plum.
That's a good guess. Actually, that would make sense. Replace the professor with the doctor. It was actually Mrs. White.
Okay.
And I'm kind of sad to hear that because Madeline Kahn was amazing as Mrs. White in Clue. Anyway. All right, Alan. Which fictional Canadian village is at the center of Louise Penny's mystery novels?
Fictional Canadian village. Wow.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Pass.
Yeah. Three Pines is apparently the name of the Canadian village.
Never get that.
Whew, good grief, Alan. You've got some tough ones here. Let's see if this one can break the streak here. Which intense fitness regimen includes EMOMs, AMRAPs, and WODs?
Workout of the day.
That was good. Good guess. It's CrossFit. CrossFit.
That crossed my mind.
Yeah. That's okay. Let's try this next one here. If a man's shirt size is 16-32/33, the 16 is a measurement of what?
His neck size?
His neck size is a correct answer. Well done. You're back on the board here. I like this next one. What is the name of the novelty tune used as the theme song to Britain's long-running The Benny Hill Show?
Yakety Sax?
Yakety Sax is a correct answer. Well done. I have to add a clip of that in here when I edit this.
That would be cool.
All right, Alan. According to legend, the ghosts of Anne Boleyn and Sir Walter Raleigh haunt what London landmark?
The Tower of London?
The Tower of London is a correct answer. Well done. Alan, which Washington, D.C. monument honors the 1964 Civil Rights Act and is found at 1964 Independence Avenue?
Pass on that.
That was a tough one. It's the Martin Luther King Memorial.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving along here. What country's current Republican government was established in 1958 and is known as the Fifth Republic?
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, that's a tough one too. France is the answer we were looking for on that one. France. All right. Here you go. This is a spelling question. What is the correct spelling of the winning word in the first ever Scripps National Spelling Bee in 1925? Which is gladiolus. You don't have to know what the word is, but the word is gladiolus. What is the correct spelling?
Gladiolus. GLADIOLUS.
And that is a correct answer. Well done. Well done. You spelled that and said it like you had been in a couple spelling bees before.
Much younger days, but yes.
Yep, I hear you. All right, Alan. What is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist in their natural habitat?
Florida.
Can you be more specific?
The Everglades.
The Everglades is a correct answer. And I actually only recently found out that there were both crocodiles and alligators in the Everglades. I thought it was only alligators. That's even more terrifying than it already was. All right, Alan. In which deep hiding place did 170,000 Londoners seek protection during World War II German air raids?
The subway tunnels.
I'll give it to you. It's the London Underground is what they're looking for. But yeah, that's the name of their subway. So yeah, I'll give that one to you. All right, another British-related question here. Posters of famous Irish writers proudly displayed in pubs often feature all but which of the following? James Joyce, Oscar Wilde, or Charles Dickens?
Wilde.
Close. Charles Dickens. And I might get in trouble if there's any Irish listeners for referring to them as British. I didn't read that question that closely when I took a glance at it, so I apologize. All right, Alan. Which U.S. state has the lowest total population?
Vermont.
Ooh, close. They're definitely down there, but it's actually Wyoming.
Okay.
Yeah, Wyoming. All right. Next question. The two countries in the world whose names come last alphabetically are both located where?
Africa.
Africa is a correct answer. It's Zambia and Zimbabwe, I believe. But I'm also notoriously terrible at geography, so don't quote me on that. All right, Alan. Which of the following is a 2007 movie featuring Beatles music and not a 1960s movie starring the Beatles? Across the Universe, Help, or A Hard Day's Night?
Across the Universe.
Across the Universe is the correct answer. Well done. All right. The New Horizons space probe took the first detailed photos of which celestial body in 2015?
Pluto.
And Pluto is a correct answer. Well done. And we have to call it a celestial body because we can't call it a planet anymore. Thanks,
what
astronomers.
led me to it. I was like, if it was something else, he would have called it a planet.
Yep. No, that was really good logic. Absolutely. All right, Alan. Which current Supreme Court justice was inspired to become a judge by watching the TV courtroom drama Perry Mason in the 1950s? They don't give you a lot to go on.
Who's even still on the court? I don't even know if this person's still there. Breyer?
Good guess. I don't think Breyer is there anymore. They were looking for Sonia Sotomayor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Although it is entirely possible that Breyer was also inspired by Perry Mason, so who knows? But I guess she cited it specifically. All right. Stephen King's science fiction novel 11/22/63 chronicles the attempt to save which historical figure?
JFK?
JFK is a correct answer. Well done. I've always wanted to read that book, but I've never gotten around to it yet. I've heard it's good. All right. Alan, what is the name of the neon glow emitted by an organism beneath the ocean's surface, similar to that of a firefly?
Bioluminescence.
Bioluminescence is a correct answer. Well done. Okay. Next question. Sir Johnny Ive is responsible for designing which popular mobile device? The iPhone, the HTC One, or the Galaxy?
HTC One.
Oh, it was actually the iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, unless you know it, that's just a three-sided coin flip, I suppose. All right. Because it is similar in texture, which of these fish is often called the, quote, poor man's lobster? Is it the dorkfish, the monkfish, or the sailfish?
Monkfish.
The monkfish is a correct answer. I think Chris put the dorkfish thing in just to make me laugh. Anyway, next question. In the Paul Simon song, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, which of these is not one of the ways to leave your lover? Hop on the bus, Gus, fill up the tank, Hank, or slip out the back, Jack?
The tank Hank thing.
Yeah, fill up the tank, Hank is a correct answer. Well done, well done. All right, Alan. Which southeastern U.S. mountain range is a national park with over 10 million visitors each year?
East. Blue Ridge Mountains.
Good guess. Yeah, they don't give you a whole lot to go on here. It's actually, we're looking for the Great Smoky Mountains.
Ah, okay.
All righty. Moving along here. In 1945, what food became the first to be intentionally microwaved?
1945. Salisbury steak.
Good guess. It's actually popcorn. Popcorn.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to know what the first food was that was unintentionally microwaved myself, but Alan, I forgot to tell you, you're more than a third of the way there. You got a little less than 28 minutes left to go. Let's see how you do on this next question. How many spots are on the Domino's Pizza logo?
3.
3 is a correct answer. Good job. What hit 1967 song features the lyric, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me?
Respect.
Respect is a correct answer. Good job. Another music question here for you. The holiday classics Jingle Bell Rock and Santa Baby were first recorded in what decade?
1950s.
1950s is a correct answer. Good job. Good job. This next question makes me laugh, but it's also kind of sad that this is a thing. The website idonowidont.com is a marketplace for buying and selling secondhand what?
Wedding rings.
Engagement rings. I'll give it to you. Absolutely.
Wow.
There's a website for everything. All right, Alan. Belize has a mountain range named for what pre-Columbian people who retreated there from the Spaniards?
The Mayans?
Mayans is a correct answer. Good job. All right, next question. A form of vitamin A, retinol, is a popular ingredient in which of these drugstore items? Wrinkle cream, lipstick, or sunscreen?
What was the first one? What was my first option?
The first option was wrinkle cream.
I think it's that.
And you are correct. It is wrinkle cream. Well done. Alrighty. During her 2010 SNL monologue, Betty White quipped that what website sounded like a huge waste of time?
What website? Was it around back then? Instagram.
Very close. It was actually Facebook.
I thought about that too.
But your head was definitely in the right place. And I'm not sure Betty White was so wrong on that one, but Moving along here. Which of the following terms is used in chemistry and not in real estate? Reagent, amortization, or eminent domain?
Reagent.
Reagent is a correct answer. Next question. Which record-breaking sprinter, considered the fastest human alive, has the nickname Lightning Bolt?
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt is a correct answer. Good job. By definition, a chiropodist is a specialist who treats disorders of the what?
Back.
Ooh, close. There's the pod was what you needed to pick up instead of the chiro. It's feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have mispronounced that. All right. Alan, which U.S. president gave the shortest inaugural address, while William Henry Harrison gave the longest, lasting 1 hour and 45 minutes?
The shortest.
So we're looking for the shortest.
John Tyler.
That would actually make sense. The guy that came right after Harrison going, I'm going to shorten this up a little bit. It was actually George Washington, believe it or not. Good guess, though. All right. Oops. Went one too many far. One far. All right. Anyway, excuse me. Alan, what is the apt name for a group of sea otters that float on their backs, all fastened together by linked hands?
Raft.
Raft is a correct answer. Good pull. It does make sense when you picture it in your head, but that was a nice guess. All right, Alan. For those seeking more bang for your bite, the larger version of the pasta tortellini is called what?
Pass. I'm not going to get there.
That's a tough. I had to glance at the answer again to make sure I was reading correctly. It's the tortelloni. Tortelloni. At a glance, I thought it just said tortellini, and I was like, "What is this question?" That's a tough one. All right. What Grand Central Station watering hole, a Mad Men favorite, shucks and sells 2 million bivalves a year?
Probably help if I watched Mad Men. The clam joint. I have no idea.
It's a good guess. Actually, you're right there. It's the Oyster Bar. Oyster Bar, yeah. But you were right there. All right. Carrots are a good source of which vitamin?
A.
A is a correct answer. Good job. Which restaurant chain, founded by Mark, Donnie, and Paul Wahlberg, is the subject of an A&E television series?
Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers is a correct answer. Good job. Who was the first female Danish tennis player to earn top spot in the world tennis rankings?
Danish. Maresmo.
Good guess. It was Caroline Wozniacki.
Okay.
All right. Which of these actors' last names is often used as a slang term meaning to hog? Humphrey Bogart, Burt Reynolds, or Clark Gable?
Bogart.
Bogart is a correct answer. Good job. The site of the Wright brothers' historic first flight, Kitty Hawk, is located in what U.S. state?
North Carolina.
North Carolina is a correct answer. And the battle between them and Ohio continues. All right, Alan. What is the currency of South Korea?
Oh. It's not, but dollar.
Now, it's good a guess as any. It's apparently called the won, W-O-N, but I'm assuming it's pronounced won and not one.
Right. I would think so.
All right. Moving along here. Which of the following would be the name of Spanish actor Antonio Banderas if it was translated into English? Anthony Bandana, Anthony Bandaladerm, or Anthony Flags?
Anthony Flags.
Anthony Flags is a correct answer. Bandaladerm, what the heck is that? Anyway, good job. You got a little less than 20 minutes left to go, Alan. You're more than halfway there. You do still have your timeout if you want it. But until you request it, I'm just going to keep plowing right ahead. In its title, a famous fitness article posted online asks the age-old question, can you get six-pack abs without what?
What was this called? I can't remember. Pass.
Well, that's okay. Without crunches.
Oh.
I guess they were asking if you could get six-pack abs without crunches. And I'm assuming they're not referring to Nestle crunches. All right. Alan, who was the first member of the Republican Party to be elected U.S. president?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln is a correct answer. Hawaiian for quick. What word describes a web page that can be edited by many people?
Wiki.
Wiki is a correct answer. I did not know where that came from. In 1948, a Chicago paper ran the famously incorrect headline, Dewey defeats Truman, on the 3rd of what month?
November.
November is a correct answer. Alan, what is the most populous city in Canada?
Most populous. Quebec.
I would have said Quebec too. It's actually Toronto.
Is Toronto. Okay.
It is Toronto, yeah, but I'm with you. I probably would have said Quebec. All right. According to myth, what country's capital was founded by the twins Romulus and Remus?
You want the country?
Looking for the country.
Italy.
Italy is a correct answer. All right. Good job. What business was known as the Herald Company before it took the name of its most famous product?
Herald Company. Spell Herald?
Herald, Harold.
Okay. I have no idea. Most famous product. Coca-Cola.
Good guess. It was actually Xerox. They took on the name of the Xerox machine. I didn't. I thought it was called the Xerox machine because it was the company name, not the other way around. Interesting. All right, Alan. What supermodel appeared as George Washington on the first cover of George, a political magazine published by John F. Kennedy Jr.?
Julia Roberts.
It's a very good guess. Cindy Crawford, actually.
Oh, should have thought about that for a second.
I've never seen that picture. I'm going to have to look it up after this is over. Interesting. All right. Which Broadway rap musical is set in a Dominican American neighborhood in New York City?
In the Heights?
In the Heights is a correct answer. Good job. In the United States, National African American History Month is celebrated when?
June?
It's actually February.
I should have got that.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. You might have been thinking of Juneteenth or something.
Yeah.
Yep. All good. All right, Alan. Which prolific artist, famous for his paintings of light, hid the number 5,282 in his work to honor his wedding date, May 2nd, 1982?
Paintings of light. Did he name? Warhol.
It's as good a guess as any. Thomas Kincaid is actually what they were looking for here. But good guess. All right. In a nod to its setting, what TV show's theme song is performed by a band called the Scrantones?
The Office?
The Office is a correct answer. Good job. In an annual holiday tradition, The Late Show with David Letterman trims the top of its Christmas tree with what food item?
Oh, jeez. Top of the tree with what food item? A ham. I have no idea.
You're actually very close. It's a meatball, apparently. So there you go. All right. In what decade did Russian World War II leader Joseph Stalin die?
Died in the 1960s?
Oh, very close. It was actually the 1950s.
Oh, okay.
All right. In Frank Sinatra's Ode to New York, New York, what completes the famous line, "Start spreading the news"?
I'm leaving today.
I am leaving today is a correct answer. I got to be honest. I was kind of hoping you were going to sing it.
Nobody wants to hear that.
You might be surprised. All right. You got a little less than 15 minutes left to go, so you are 2/3 of the way there. Your next question is, in keeping with its name, what website once billed itself as the world's greatest recipe collection?
Food.com?
That's a very reasonable guess. It's actually epicurious.com.
Yeah, nope.
Yes. Yeah, go figure. All right. Meaning liver inflammation in Greek, what disease can be caused by uncooked oysters and unsanitary tattoo artists?
Salmonella?
It's a good guess. Hepatitis is what they're looking for.
No. Yeah, I should have known better.
It took me a minute to read that question because there were about 3 misspelled words in there. Anyway. Alan, which Canadian-born singer was Oprah's most frequent guest, appearing 27 times in the 25 years Miss Winfrey was on television?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion is a correct answer. Well done, well done. You figured it probably wasn't Bryan Adams.
No.
All right. Mount Rushmore National Memorial depicts the faces of how many U.S. presidents?
4.
4 is a correct answer. They range wildly in difficulty on this sheet here. Well done. All right. Which of these female Shakespearean characters has the most lines? Cleopatra, Juliet, Ophelia, or Portia?
Juliet.
Very good guess. It's actually Cleopatra.
Yeah, that was the second choice.
Yeah. Though trained as a doctor, Richard Jordan Gatling is best known for inventing an early type of what?
Machine gun.
Machine gun is a correct answer. Good job. Which of these American Revolutionary War figures is often considered the father of the American Navy? John Paul Jones, Bartholomew Roberts, or Edward Teach?
John Paul Jones.
And John Paul Jones is a correct answer. I figured a former Marine would probably get that one. At the State of the Union address, who usually sits with the vice president right behind the U.S. president?
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House is a correct answer. Good job. What was the surname of pioneering film industry brothers Sam, Harry, Albert, and Jack?
Warner.
Warner is a correct answer. You're on a roll. According to Forbes, what geometric video game has sold the most units of all time?
Tetris.
Tetris is a correct answer. Good job. In 1983, February 11th was declared National Inventors Day, fittingly the birthday of what great American?
Edison.
Edison is a correct answer. Good job. You're clicking along here. And popping a second beer. Very nice. All right. Indigenous to Africa, we got a little less than 10 minutes to go. Indigenous to Africa, the graceful impala is a variety of what animal?
It's 2 different types of animals. Antelope.
The antelope is a correct answer. Good job. I'm going to butcher this next question, so if you need me to repeat it, let me know. Heteropaternal superfecundation is the technical term to describe twins who have what?
What? Yeah, say it again.
Heteropaternal superfecundation is the technical term to describe twins who have what?
Yeah, I don't know this one.
This is a tough one. And apparently a thing that's possible. Different fathers.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. Biology is a crazy thing. All right. Alan, the tallest mountain in Africa is located in which country?
Kenya?
Close. It's Tanzania.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A duvet cover is usually used to cover what?
Furniture?
I have here comforter, but I always thought a duvet cover was used to cover pillows. We'll come back to that one and revisit that one after we're done here, just to say. But until then, we will move along. Got a little less than 8 minutes to go. What U.S. state is home to the airport with the 3-letter identification code DFW?
You want the state, so that's Texas.
State. Texas is a correct answer. That is correct. Good job. In 2016, a plane fueled by which kind of energy completed the first round-the-world trip of its kind?
Solar.
Solar is a correct answer. Good job. All right, next question. In TV slang, a zitcom is a comedy series targeting what audience group?
Like teenagers?
Teenagers is the correct answer. I have never heard that term before, but that's hilarious. Good job. All right. Which book introduced the world to fuzzy-footed characters Bilbo and Frodo in 1937?
Bilbo and Frodo. The Hobbit?
The Hobbit is a correct answer. I don't recall Frodo being in The Hobbit, but maybe he was. I don't know. But you are in any case, you are correct. They're looking for The Hobbit. All right. Whose kitchen was moved from Cambridge, Massachusetts to the Smithsonian Museum in 2001, complete with the Garland stove she cooked on for 40 years?
Julia Child.
Julia Child is a correct answer. Good job. All right. Which dictator was honored with the keys to the city of Detroit in 1980 when he donated $450,000 to a Christian church there?
Dictator. Castro.
It's a good guess. There's a lot going on in that question. Apparently, Saddam Hussein.
Wow.
Go figure. All right. A little more than 5 minutes to go. Here we go. The dandelion gets its name from the corruption of the French phrase meaning lion's what?
Maine?
Good guess. It's actually tooth.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense when you think about it, but I would have never gotten there either. All right. In 2011, Charlene Whitstock was compared to Grace Kelly when she married Prince Albert II of what small state?
Monaco?
Monaco is a correct answer. Good job. Which electronic dance music duo wears helmets inspired by the film The Day the Earth Stood Still to keep their identity a secret?
Daft Punk?
Daft Punk is playing in my house. That is a correct answer. Good job. All right. Who starred in the Canadian TV series Degrassi, The Next Generation, before changing careers and becoming a rapper?
Drake.
Drake is a correct answer. Which museum is home to the Venus de Milo?
The Louvre.
The Louvre is a correct answer. Keeping it going here. Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman is the sequel to which novel?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird is a correct answer. Sequel's a little bit of a stretch there, but
yeah.
But you got you saw where we were going with that. That is the correct answer. Alan, who portrays the Dowager Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey and Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films?
Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith is a correct answer. Well done. The Van Gogh Museum is a popular destination for art lovers visiting what European capital?
What's the capital? That's what happens when you do trivia for 45 minutes.
That's exactly.
Copenhagen. I know it's not right.
You're in the right area, though. It's Amsterdam.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin Bacon is married to the star of what former TV series?
What was that show? I can see her. It's not right. I'm going to say The Profiler, but that's not right.
You're very close. I think you're thinking of the right show. It was called The Closer.
Yeah.
All right. A little more than 2 minutes to go. Written circa 340 BC, Aristotle's work Meteorologica largely examines which of these subjects? Astronomy, astrology, or weather?
I'm going to say weather.
And weather is a correct answer. Alan, in which magazine did Caitlyn Jenner make her world debut?
Which magazine? People.
It's a good guess. It was Vanity Fair.
It makes sense too.
Named after two goddesses of love, Aphrodite Terra and Ishtar Terra are two prominent regions on what planet?
Venus.
Venus is a correct answer. Good job. A little more than a minute left. Which HBO series follows the lives of pals Hannah, Jessa, Marnie, and Shoshana?
Don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known this either. Girls is the answer to that one. Chef Paula Deen has caught flack for her recipe, Ladies Brunch Burger, a brunch that replaces the bun with two what?
Caught flack for it? I have no idea. Lettuce leaves.
The other way around. It was glazed donuts, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. Alrighty. In which museum do the kids from the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler hide?
The Met?
The Met is a correct answer. Hyperbola, parabola, ellipse, and circle are known as the four what?
The four. What are those called? I don't know their collective name. I have no idea.
Okay, they are called the conic sections, apparently.
Conic sections, yes.
Yeah, and time is up here. Yep. Alan, you did a great job here. How are you feeling?
I feel okay. Okay. Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking up the question about the duvet.
Yeah.
A duvet requires an insert and a cover. What's the difference between a duvet and a comforter? Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna throw that question out, and I'm gonna give you one more because I can't really. It said comforter in the answer to the question, and it's a duvet is clearly different from a comforter. So you get one more question.
Okay.
The longtime spokesman for Motel 6, Tom Bodette, ad-libbed the famous slogan, "We'll do what for you?"
Leave a light on.
Leave the light on is a correct answer. Going out with a correct answer. Very good job. By my incredibly informal tally, and Tim usually will score these and post the final scores on our Discord or on our Facebook. But my final informal tally, you got 65 questions correct, which is a very, very good score. Are you exhausted?
I am tired. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot, but how do you feel you did? I mean, you feel like you did pretty good?
I feel like I represented myself well for my first time.
I thought you did great. You had some incredible runs in there where you were just nailing question after question.
Yeah, definitely different than what I expected. I'm like, oh, I can do this when you listen, but then when you're on, you're like, oh my goodness.
It's amazing how much just like having a microphone in front of you and being in that zone, just it changes things that you pull all the time when you're listening in your car or around the house or whatever. All of a sudden your mind just draws a total blank. So you did a great job, and certainly appreciate you coming on and joining us for the hot seat.
Absolutely.
Did you have anything else anything you wanted to plug or anything like that? Any final shout outs to give before we wrap this up?
All I say whenever I get the opportunity is humankind be both.
Amen to that. I think we all certainly support that here on the Pub Trivia Experience. And as for us, to our listeners, if you enjoying what we're doing here, you can always find us on patreon.com/PTEBB. If you want to show a little financial support, all of that money goes right back into the show. But hey, if you're not able to support us financially, we totally understand that. But if you just write us a 5-star review, that'd be awesome. And every little bit helps us to continue building our audience and reaching people, because we love having putting out this content and having listeners interact with us, including Alan, which is how he got on here today. So we certainly appreciate that. And if you want to interact with us in other ways, we also have a Discord that I just mentioned. It's ptebb.com/Discord. You can also interact with us on Facebook, the Lounge for fans of Pub Trivia Experience, and Boozy Bracketology, which is our sister podcast. We're in both of those locations frequently, interacting with people and doing all kinds of random stuff. So check us out there. You can find other information about our social media platforms in the show notes. But until next time, I have been your host, Mike.
I'm Alan.
Have a great one, everybody.